pretended to do my hair by throwing it in a messy little side bun. That looked ridiculous. To put it down, like I have like a nice beach wave, that looked even stupider. I just threw this up. I can't even tell you how awful I've looked and how not sorry I've been about it. Like, I am so exhausted. So let's pretend like I have some control over my life and that I don't look like this. Let's also pretend like I didn't tell you guys I was pregnant and then fall off the face of the earth for like 4.5 weeks, because that's exactly what happened, and I'm very, very sorry. But I'm finally going to give you guys an update over what's been going on. I've wanted to give you guys an update much earlier because there's been quite a few things in my pregnancy that have happened. Good things, nothing bad. It's just been so hectic. And then I was like, I'm gonna do an 8-week update, and I got like this seriously intense, awful cold. Like, it was awful. I literally had no voice. Plus, I'd be like coughing really disgustingly like every 2 minutes. So it would have been gross. Nobody would have been happy. So this is a much better alternative. Tomorrow I will be 9 weeks pregnant, and I was going to wait until tomorrow, but I had energy today, so I figured I'd better do it now because it probably won't get done tomorrow. First, I'm going to tell you what has gone on in my pregnancy so far. My nurse set up an appointment for me to go in and get my blood drawn so that they could test my HCG levels and my progesterone levels, because I asked to be on progesterone like I was with Jackson, and they were like, okay, cool. So I went in and I got my blood tested, and my HCG levels were great, my progesterone levels were great, but they did still prescribe me progesterone. And they also ordered that since I've had a couple of miscarriages, they wanted to do an early ultrasound, which was awesome. Except, guys, like I have not been in that much pain since I was in labor. Like, it was awful. While he was doing the ultrasound, first he was looking at like my ovaries and my cervix, making sure that all looked good, and I was literally sobbing, grabbing my mom's hand, and she was telling me to like breathe in through my nose and out through my mouth, just like she had to when I was in labor. Like, I was in so much pain. It did not hurt once when I had any ultrasounds with Jackson. It did not hurt that badly. It was awful, awful. It was like not a transvaginal one, it was just like a stomach one. And so I got to pee after he looked at my ovaries and stuff, and then we got to look at the baby. And I'll show you. Obviously these aren't super exciting right now because it's just like a little peanut, but there's my little peanut. And they found that just on like a regular stomach ultrasound, and they found the heartbeat and everything was great. And the nurse called and was like, it looks like it's a great viable pregnancy and things are awesome. I was 8 weeks and 1 day pregnant. I just decided to try to use my home Doppler to hear the heartbeat. And obviously it's too early for that. And so I wasn't going to be like nervous or disappointed if I couldn't find it, but I tried, and I went on YouTube and looked up like how to find your baby's heartbeat at 8 weeks, and I found it. Like, that is so obviously my baby's heartbeat, and it was insane, and I could not believe I found it that early. Like, I could not believe it. I've done it every day since then, and I have found the heartbeat every time, every day. Like, and it's been such a relief, and it really gives me a lot of peace of mind, and I love it, and I'm just feeling really good in that sense. But as far as symptoms go, I'm going to talk about symptoms now and how like I'm actually doing as far as like my body for pregnancy. I am dead freaking tired. Like, I am so tired, and like I was tired when I was pregnant with Jackson. I was, but I had like no responsibilities then. And now I have a little child who like drives me freaking crazy because I'm so tired and I'm not sleeping well at night. And then during the day I can't take a nap because he's not napping nearly as well. I'm back in like that pregnancy part where like nothing sounds good to eat, but you're starving, but like nothing sounds good. And with this pregnancy, I'm definitely more nauseous than I was with Jackson. In my second trimester with Jackson, I started to get like really nauseous, but like this one, if I didn't eat, I'd feel nauseous with Jackson. And so I get that now, but then even after I eat, I still feel really, really nauseous. And it's brutal. And I am just miserable because I'm so tired and feel so awful like all the time. And then Jackson cries, and it just makes it so much worse. Like, I can't just go and take a bath like I could when I was pregnant with Jackson because I have Jackson. And obviously it's a miracle and he's wonderful and I love him and blah, 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 blah. But like, man, I'm freaking tired. The thing is, I feel like I did, I'm only like 9 weeks. I feel like I did with Jackson at like 20 weeks pregnant. Like everything hit me all at once. My reflex, my heartburn, my nausea, my tiredness. Actually, tiredness was early on with Jackson, but like my bloating, my stomach, like everything is already happening that didn't happen until I was like 20 weeks pregnant with Jackson. So like, it's just annoying and weird, but it's wonderful. But yes, I have my second ultrasound, like my first real doctor's appointment. This one was just at like an ultrasound technician. It wasn't like with my doctor. They just like, I went there and then they sent it. It was like an outpatient one. So my first actual doctor's appointment with an ultrasound is on the 17th. I'll be 10 weeks and that'll be exciting. I'm due August 14th. And obviously we don't know the gender yet, it's super early. And a couple of people asked me if I was going to do sneak peek again, and I am for sure. I probably not till my second trimester. So I'll show you my little belly. Obviously I don't have much yet, but I have a lot more than I normally do, and I have a lot more than I did at 9 weeks pregnant with Jackson. Definitely a tiny little bit of pudge there that's not normally there. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos. Thank you for all of your support with my pregnancy announcement and all of your stories of having 2 under 2. I really appreciate all of your love, and I need to go and take a nap.